Isn't it on? It's in between the two, right?
His home. He pointed to this place and said it was his home.
Oh, so it's also one of the temples we have to go to. That works out.
Apparently.
Until we have to slaughter every frog in the building.
Go over to that,
You can just talk to him. That'd be fine.
You only have to kill them all if you let Corridon and Olo have their way.
We'll trade the obelisk for their son.
I only kill things when other people attack them first.
Mm-hmm. No worries. Alright, so you guys swim on over.
Eat by kind of that edge and check out some of those bigger buildings, or are we heading straight there?
It's up to you guys.
Let's dump this guy off.
That's fair.
I mean, it should be a faster route to one of the targets. So if we don't have to dink around the middle.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are swimming around. Alright, so, just for fun. Just because I think this sounds fun. What do you guys think? Could I get everybody could I get everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, please? Just for fun. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. And Chicken needs to make one as well.
You want one for Chad?
I mean, I guess. Yeah, sure. Make one for
The
Chad.
question is, are we all in range of...
I would say that this would...
Is that a saving throw Constitution?
Yes.
It should be a 13 for him then.
Yeah. Do you see?
Or you already added him?
Do you see the? It's got a.
Chad got a 13.
Yep. It should be. Do you see on Chicken how there's new saving throw dealies underneath him? Let me have a look. Underneath his stats, it should say saving throws.
Yep, I see it right there. Then it's con.
Yeah. So in future, just click on those ones. But it's all good. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Alright. So you guys continue along. And if you're swimming straight there, it doesn't take long at all to get there. It's looking like the sun's about to be in the center of the sky. And how do you wish to approach this supposed shrine?
With the frog guy first.
Mine's actually going to be a 11. So I'm going to use my reaction to boost my saving throw.
Sounds good.
Using Arcane Deflection, if it's a saving throw.
No worries.
Don't forget, if you're close enough to the paladin, you get that huge bonus.
Yep, I've taken that into account. Alright. As we're going along, how do you guys want to proceed towards this shrine?
Well, if this place is trapped to the gills, then...
Why don't we ask the Grung how we should approach?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be our guide in.
So
what do you think, Frog Face?
He says to Orvex, and he translates that what's it called? Approaching carefully towards the edge would be the smarter move, as it seems like his dad threatens people and attacks them if they don't listen. And so he suggests to approach cautiously, and that there's no entrance from the rear, only from the front and sides.
I'm just going to kind of scoot old Prince Frogman up to the front and gesture for him to lead the...
Okay. And as he is leading the way, the closer you get, the quicker he begins to start swimming, and it becomes hard for you guys to keep up because he is quite eager to be home, especially after losing his way and being captured by those damn Vegapygmies. And yeah.
Allah, you don't think that he's gonna screw us over, do you?
I mean, I doubt it. We did kill like 50 things right in front of him, so he's probably got like a healthy respect.
I like your logic.
Okay, so you as you guys come around this, are you going to go around the left side or the right side? It seems like the grung is going towards the eastern side. You going to follow him?
Just follow him.
Yeah, sounds great. Let's move you all up there. Okay, I will put you guys onto the map right about now. Boink. Can you guys see all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Alright, move as you will, but you do see what seems to be a look of horror over your little grung friend's eyes as he starts to move in really quickly, and you'll be able to see as you go around the corner what he has seen as he starts moving around, going from body to body, as you see what looks like a massive battle. You see corpses of both grung and humanoid as you...
Do we recognize what kind of human?
The humans, most of them seem to be clad in either red robes or they look like basic mercenaries, and they look very similar to the kinds that you saw at that initial campsite where you saw a bunch of dead Yuan Ti and a bunch of dead red wizards. And Orvex coming around goes, "Oh, by the gods. Seems like they were here."
I'm gonna turn to Orvax quickly. Hey, buddy, just a reminder. You work for us now. If you betray us, I will explode your head.
Okay. Orvex takes that
He's
in.
not joking.
Yeah, it's nothing personal. It's just you're really fragile. I don't take well to betrayal.
I'll try to keep up with Mbach and I don't know, offer whatever sympathy I can.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so...
Holy shit, this place is like a gore fest.
Yeah. Monoliths...
I'll search the bodies of the humans.
Yeah, go for it. Monoliths adorned with prancing frog-like figures rise from the swamp. Beyond, a ruined edifice shaped like an arrowhead squats in the muddy waters. Bushes and trees grow from its roof. At the pointed front of the building, steps ascend to a stone door caked in slime. But that stone door is wide open, and inside, torches shed light over rooms filled of treasure, chests heaped with coins, polished amphorae, strings of pearls, and ornate pieces of armor. Set into the floor in front of another double door is a mosaic depicting a frog-like humanoid beating a leopard that has snakes emerging from its shoulders. You see some Odo Muin there, so let me know if you want to read that. And you see in the far end of the room inside, you see an empty pedestal covered with dust, except for a square that has no dust on it.
Oh,
Curses.
I found it.
And looking over the bodies, Lucian, you're able to find enough gear to make an adventurer's pack, or one of the packs. I'll look that up in a sec. And like a couple of weapons here and there, but it seems like they've already been quite scrounged. But on the mages, you do find enough material to you think about 400 gold worth of spellbook material for casting spells, for learning new spells. And you also do find the scrap remains of a spellbook. And I'll let you know after this what is on a couple of those pages that you find. But yeah, you also see a whole bunch of useless trash on around where Boone is. You see a whole bunch of useless things like pieces of like rusted metal, like what seems to be almost like things made of like paper or board or wood, and they look like maybe it was like armor or jewels, but like a crappy, your kid brought home from school a crappy necklace made of really craft supplies, stuff like that. Just like a whole bunch of it all over the floor, and small little discs of wood just on the front step.
If we ask our grown person, is that stuff normally there, or is that new since he's been gone?
With Orvex communicating with him, and at this point, perhaps Boone as well, being able to put a word in here and there, he says that that stuff is not normally there, and obviously my people are not normally dead.
Where's your father?
Yeah, at this point he's grieving over his dad, which is in here, probably underneath the oak.
So, proportionally, how does it look like the Grung did against these guys?
It looks like that they were overpowered. And at this point, Elian can see what looks like a Grung arm.
Like wiped out with spells.
Yeah, and swords and weapons. And Elian can see almost like a green Grung arm hanging over the top of the building. And
just the arm by itself?
It looks like a body might be on top of the building, but with an arm hanging over the edge.
Alright, how easy is it going to be to climb up there?
With no time constraints, you're able to climb up eventually.
Alright, I'll go check it out.
And when you get to the top, you see even more dead bodies, more Grung, almost as if this was a place where they often hung out on top of it. And there's like another, 5, 10, 12 Grung on top. It looks like a massacre.
Nobody's alive.
Any sense of how long ago this happened?
Roll me a medicine check, Golo. Yeah, you think it probably happened yesterday.
21. Yeah, they got hit about a day ago.
I wonder if they head into that walled area there. Because they've got the cube.
Little guy. Is there a creepy cube you guys keep around?
He says that this doorway here, the one leading to where the empty pedestal is, they have never been able to open before.
Is it currently open?
It is. I assume you guys can see in, right? Yeah. You should be able to see in. And yeah,
got here first.
Taking a close look at it, Boone, it looks like there was something resting upon there. And you see the square of empty dust and almost like a scrape mark of it being almost ever so slightly dragged across as somebody picked it up.
Okay. Did we read the text?
You have not. And if you did read the text, it originally said that at the front it says, Nang Nang teaches us to serve only ourselves. and you see a Grung fighting a Kamadan, which was Shigambi in the previous temple. And then in the above the doorway, which is now open, whoever among you is the richest, bring me your gifts. And yeah, the little guy says that they never knew how to open it, but his dad tried many times and counted this area as his and took claim of it.
So on the inside here, is this all not accurately drawn, or are there just chests of gold all over the place?
There is chests of gold all over the place. You see ornate sets of armor. You see pots filled with gold, chests filled with gold. Lots of ornate pieces of art and beautiful like chalices and everything.
What sort of armor?
Oh, there seems to be lots of amazing looking pieces of armor. Some that may even fit you, Corridon, if you tried it.
I will have a look-see.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so, yeah, you take off your armor, you put on... There's a suit that seems like it's made for you. It fits you perfectly. And it seems quite lightweight. You look dashing in it. It is sparkling with, like, all these gems all over it. You look majestic.
Really?
Yeah.
How cursed is it?
You don't know.
Cast Finger of Death on you every time you take it off.
I'm going to start the detect magic ritual.
Corden
Well,
is definitely like looking through the armor and checking it out. It has definitely perked his interest.
While they're doing that, I'm going to ask Orvex to ask the prince, like, if they'd had any contact with these red wizards before he got captured, if they'd scouted them, if they knew where they were based, anything.
So who are you asking, sorry?
I'm asking Orvax to ask the prince.
Right. He's never seen them before. But said a lot more.
I look at Corridon and I tell him after the ritual and I'm walking around looking at things, everything here does not seem like the way it looks. It is definitely some type of glamour cast upon all of it.
But Corridon, you look amazing.
But it looks so nice.
Walk outside and see what happens.
I am
Vanguard,
going to do that.
Can you check out the other room with me? With that detect magic?
Yeah. You
Sure,
don't-
I assume I'm the whole thing.
Yeah, you don't see anything special about it. Nothing coming from the pedestal. And Corridon, as you walk outside, chicken starts to snigger at you as you walk past, and you are wearing all the gems turn to like random pieces of brown rock, and the glistening golds and silvers all turn into like tarnished, rusted scrap metal that seems to be barely hanging upon your frame.
Awkward.
I mean, I think that looks better, but it's just me.
I'm going to go put my lamellar back on.
Fair enough.
So, after his indignant moment, he gets his armor back on, swings his leg over Chad. So it seems to me that we need to go find some red wizards and show them what for. At least for our friend Frogface here.
I mean,
And Bulk, do you want to come with us?
He communicates back to you guys, and you pick up a couple of the words, but Orvex translates again regardless, and he says that he'll stay here. This isn't the entire tribe, although it was the majority of them. Whoever's left will come back here. As if you remember, you had a scouting party visit you not that long ago. Similar groups like that. He expects to come back at some point, and he will. You see him reach over to his dad and pull up the ornate-looking crown that he's wearing and the amazing-looking necklace that he's wearing, and he puts those on. And then as he walks outside, they turn into rusty metal and pieces of crap. And he says, "I guess that I'm the new king of this area."
I'm gonna ask him if he wants any help burying/burning his friends.
No, he's got it.
Okay. And are you gonna eat these guys?
I knew you were gonna say that.
And he's like nodding, and he's like, "Yeah, he's got it."
Cool. So they're gonna eat them all. That should prevent them from resurrecting, right?
Familial smorgasbord.
Is there any adventuring gear on the humans outside? Like
yeah,
maybe shields?
There was probably, let's have a look at these guys real quick. I would say that you easily got off them, let's say, 2 maces. Around the place you would have been able to pick up, if you wanted, let's say 15 bolts, crossbow bolts, and enough to make an adventurer's pack.
Okay, so no armor or shields.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they were wearing any shields, no.
Any rations, torches, rope, anything like that?
Yeah, it is you find enough to make an explorer's pack, which has backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 rations, a water skin, and 50 feet of rope. So if you just look up explorer's pack, you find that.
You guys want me to throw that into the party pack, or do you want to break that up?
Party packet.
And
Alright, I'll add it up.
And Lucian, you found those things I said earlier. If you marked them down. Yep, beautiful. With that, is there anything else you want to look at or ask while you're here?
Nope.
Alright, we'll move back to the map of Omu.
Much time has passed this whole time.
At this point, it looks like it's a little bit past noon by looking at the sun.
What's the weather?
Oh, jeez, I completely forgot about the heavy rain for today. So this whole time, it's been the backshadowing of whoosh, and your perception has actually been hindered somewhat when you're out in the open. But, you know, you don't need to worry about that. You guys were fine. Whoops. Excellent DM over here.
So, looking at the map, this is just me, but I kind of wanted to go to the middle of that circle.
Yep.
I too wanted the same thing.
It just screams, come take a look.
Mm-hmm. Is that where you want to go? How would you like to gain access?
Yeah, actually,
On
there's
chat.
only two ways in, 3 ways in. And none of them are close to us unless we go back out in the water.
Could we possibly go over that wall if we climbed up on the building over here to the west of Chad's Horn?
Alright, the walls seem to be 45 feet high.
I'd almost.
How
say
high
going
up does
through
that
the
building
wall.
go next to it?
The building is not flush with it, although it looks like it on the building. Looks like it on the map. The building looks about 20 feet. You guys could try and climb it if you want, and it would take a bit of time, but you should be able to make it if you spend enough time on it.
I'd say we go in through the water. I mean, we can all breathe underwater at this point. I'd say we go in like deep underwater and come up right at the shoreline. It's probably the least likely to have sentries and whatnot.
Yeah, like
Yep. I just want the cinematics of rivulets of water running off of Chad's muscular frame as Corridon sits astride him.
Yep.
We're gonna start sending you moose porn videos.
Jeez.
No, it's an
I'm
elk.
pretty sure that's illegal in Indiana.
Not
Chad's
my
a
pride.
cross-dressing elk.
And I don't mean like human people. I mean like porn for moose. So it's moose looking at moose.
Sure.
It's moose on moose action.
All
You
right.
know, part of the moose dark web that's out there.
Moose Doctor. Jesus Christ. All right, so you guys are you guys swimming on in to the circle? Yeah.
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 Yep.
And unless Boone does any sneaking, Corridon is not.
Yeah, let's sneak into this one, man.
Just not into sneaking around.
I mean, our grung didn't tell us what this place is.
No, you didn't ask.
Yeah, we kind of just left him to his cannibalism.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward to ask too many questions with everyone dead around him.
You're like, hey, is that your cousin?
He's got nothing else to do but answer questions at this point.
All right, so as you guys are heading on closer, you see around here a worked tunnel seems to descend into the earth here. Muddy cart tracks wind back and forth from the entrance. So you see it just a little bit outside of the water. An entrance going down.
That just sounds bad.
So it's going like straight from the water, like down underground.
Not straight from the water. It's like a good 20 feet from the edge of the water. But you're able to see it as you swim closer, even in this heavy rain.
Alien, is it them red wizards? Is that who's done it?
I'll look around to see if there's any evidence of people might have left at the entrance.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Yeah. Is it footprints or snake prints?
I'll help you.
All right. Looking at it, it looks like there's with a 22, I'd say yeah, you're able to find some tracks going in and out. There's footprints, there's cart prints, there's slither prints.
All I can tell is some of them look like they're feet, and other ones look like something slithering around. So probably more of the snake things here.
What if this is where the Myanti are all holed up? I mean, it is kind of like a fortress.
Yeah.
Aye, it's like a
Count 'em
wagon wheel.
All right, so something happens around about now. Anyone who has a passive perception of 16 or higher is not surprised. I know at least a couple of you have that.
I do.
Yeah. So Olo, Elian, and who?
Boone.
Chicken too.
Chicken, yeah. You four then notice these Malisons about to attack. Why can't I? There we go. You notice these three Malisons about to attack, and at this point it is... Oh, one's underneath Olo.
What version of the Yanti are those again?
These are the type 1, which I believe are snakeheads. Let's double check. Let's double check. The UNT has a human body and a snake head. And with that, could I get everybody to please select their tokens and roll some initiative?
Oh, I'm ready to fight a snakehead.
See, the best way to foil their ambush is to attack their base when they're expecting.
Olo, you're so right.
Where is Orvex? There he is. Okay. I remembered Orvex's initiative. Look at me. I'm practically a decent DM at this point. Alright.
We're not trapped in here with them.
Yeah.
They're trapped in here with us.
That's exactly what I said to my party last weekend when they were fighting the final battle of Tomb of Annihilation. Alright, Vanguard. Your initiative was remarkable, but you are caught surprised. Boone, you see them appear.
Okay. He's gonna quickly cast, since there's 3 of them, Bane on all 3.
Alright. They will make their charisma saving throws. So, you want 1, 2, 3, left to right. 1 passes. So, Baned. They now have disadvantage. Anything else?
That's how 2 of them talk now.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh. That's your turn done?
Done.
Alright. Corridon, surprised, I'm afraid. As is Orvex. Olo, you are not too far away from one of them.
Excellent. I'm going to run up to him and do my very best to see if snakes have testicles. And if they do, break.
Oh, well, give it a go.
$19 to hit.
Hits.
18 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then I'm going to blast him with my odor. For another 6 points of necrotic.
And you see him reel back from the odor. Alright, is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright, with that, the one that is right next to Olo is going to... Okay, yep, it's going to bite him, and it's going to scimitar him. Both of which bounce flailingly off his incredibly armored shell. Alright.
Is that the best you get, buddy?
I was like thinking that I left Elian out of the turn order, but he just rolled really badly.
Did you cast your Bane spell, Logan? Did you put it in
did.
chat?
Alright, this one is going to run up to Elian and try to slash and bite him as well. And he does have the Bane if he happens to hit. Ooh, 22. Let's minus a d4 of that. D4. Alright, so that's actually a 21 with the scimitar, Elian, as you take 9 damage. And then this Yuan-Ti is going to pull out his longbow. Actually, no, he's not. He's going to try to say to Elian, "It would be easier on you if you take your creature and leave. Leave this city and don't return." Could I get a wisdom saving throw, please, Elian?
Can I counterspell?
You can if you wish.
I will counterspell with a reaction.
Alright, never mind, Elian. It has been counterspelled. And with that, he's like...
Alright.
With that, the Yuan-Ti says, "Fuck you, spellcaster!" And he wishes he could do that viciously with some mockery. Alright, with that, it is your turn, Elian. You have a guy right in front of you.
The one right in front of me, Chicken's going to take a bite out of.
All right.
And at this point, I'm going to take a shot at him as well.
If you shoot him with your bow, you'll be at disadvantage, just a heads up.
Yeah, I'll go with my short sword at it. Oh, long sword.
Go for it. Nice.
Wait till you see the crits they rolled on Monday night when I
Nice.
post that video.
Cool. Ah, jeez, this guy's getting the pain.
The
Well, that's what you get for being a creepy ass snake person.
Alright, so that's 12.
Thank you.
12, 20, 26. I can math.
Nice.
Go back and watch that show V, just for you on TV.
Oh, dude, they totally remind me of that.
Anything else, Elian?
I do not.
Alright, round 2, Vanguard.
How actually far away are things?
Roughly speaking, you could say that the closest one's probably about 30 feet from you.
And does that one look more damaged than the Olo one, or not?
They look comparable.
Can I get to each of them in a 30-foot move?
Yeah, I'd say that you could. Yeah, go for it.
All right, I'm going to go down and help Olo,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to shock and grasp it.
Go for it. It is not wearing armor. Oh, a 9 misses, unfortunately.
Too bad. Okay.
Alright, Boone.
I'm going to Vicious Mockery, the one that Olo was.
Alright, he gets a wisdom saving throw. He gets a D4 minus off this, so... Oh, I'll do it. Dash R, D4. It's a 17.
Ow.
Anything else?
That's it.
Corridon, you may act.
All right, it looks like the one over there by Olo's getting a lot of attention. So I'm going to nudge my heels into the elk and roll up on the one next to Alien.
Go for it.
So first, Chad's going to give him the old headbutt.
Mm-hmm. Definitely connects.
All right. So the target has to make a DC 13 strength save.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also going to take a 2d6 extra damage.
Go for it.
So he takes a total of 16 points of damage.
16 gone. He passes the save.
He's still up.
Yep.
So he's kind of staggered, and then Cordon's going to reach over the top and do a little bit of stabby action.
Stabby, stabby away. Alright, both of those hit. So, 18.
And then the butt spike is actually not so much a butt spike as it is just a quick, like, extra jab. You know, like a double pump face thrust.
Mm-hmm. That hits too. 4 damage. He is barely holding on to life, it seems. Orvex is up, and he's going to try and shoot that one that you're fighting, Corridon, as he's quite adept at shooting at things that you have almost killed. And he kills it.
Works well.
Once again, he's taking the claim of full experience for doing the final blow. Olo, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to take a 5-foot shift to get this guy directly in between myself and Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to beat on him like a harp seal.
Like a what?
Like a harp seal.
Okay. 10 misses.
Yes, it does. Let me check. Okay, I'm going to use another Burst of War Priest to hit him again.
Oh, you critically
Horribly
missed.
missing.
This snake is too much for you.
So, while flailing around wildly, I'm just going to raise my armpits up and let them do the work for me. For 1 point of necrotic damage. I'm here all week.
Nicely done. And with that, it is the Yuan T's turn. And the one closest to Vanguard, who he tried to reach out and grasp, says to Vanguard, drop your gear and come with us. We will take you to the leader. Wisdom saving throw.
I don't suppose he's within 10 feet of me, is he?
He wouldn't be, no.
I'm gonna take the chance on it.
Yep.
Nah, I'll counterspell it.
Alright, counterspelled. And you see this guy over here try to go behind a building, and he's going to do a stealth check. And he disappears. You're up, Alien.
Alright, I'm going to... Oof. I'm going to take a shot at this one and try to finish him off.
Go for it. Hit. 6 damage. Oh, it seems like you can roll lower than max damage on your bow.
That one, he's still up.
Oh,
I'll take
yeah.
a second shot.
Yeah, he looks around. He looks like a bit bloody, but not. He's not too bad off yet. That hits. These guys need better AC. All right. Yeah, he's still breathing. Vanguard.
Shocking grasp.
Go for it. Hit. For 6.
And then I'll move 30 feet over here.
Done. Boone.
Vicious Mockery again.
Double crits. Nope. And he fails. Actually, I gotta roll the d4, because he actually has advantage. / d4. And... Yep, he fails. Takes the 8 psychic damage. Nice roll. And he seems like he has disadvantage on his next attack. Corridon.
All right. Do I see the one UNT slink off?
You would have seen him disappear behind this building, and you have no idea where he is.
All right, man. I am going to spur Chad into a charge into that direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be on the lookout for the snake-headed fool.
Yep. So, do you want to use like an action to do a perception check or something, or?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you look around. You don't seem to be able to find him.
Do I see those steps going down?
Yeah, they seem to be like an entry over here.
Oh, so like it's an entry from this area here, and
Yeah.
this is raised over here.
Yeah, it looks like the breaks in the wall that you can see on the north-south seem to be damage, not intentional.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna be over this.
Mm-hmm. Alright, it's Orvex's turn, and he's going to move on over and try to shoot this guy. Because that is what Orvex likes to do, not get his hands dirty and try to kill people after other people have already hit them. He crits, /R, 4d6, and he kills it. Good
What
on
a
you,
vulture,
Oliver.
dude.
Big time.
Man, he's just helping out.
Yeah, you guys.
I ain't mad.
You guys aren't getting any experience with this fight. He's taking it all. And with that, it is Olo's turn. But you did not see that Yuan-Ti slink away, and you see no enemies around you.
That is cool. I'm going to begin searching through the Yuan-Ti looking for any kind of notes, maps, keys, anything like that.
Secret notes that say, "Here is the weakness of Rasensi."
Yeah, anything like here's the on the way to kill the big bad. This is a patrol route, etc.
You do find a
Well,
you do find a piece of paper on him, and on one side it says, "Please turn over," and on the other side it says, "The secret's on the other side of this piece of paper," and you just see Olo going back and forth on this piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on that for like at least a half hour.
Yeah, fair enough. And at this point, 10, 20, 30, a minute goes past, and you do not see signs of anything.
I don't see any signs of anything.
See?
Elian, can you find tracks of them?
I will look for the tracks of the one that ran away there, yeah.
Alright, we'll do a perception check to see if you can find any. Yeah, perception. Alright, yeah, I would say that you definitely found some tracks, but they quickly turned into not feet. They quickly turned into a slithery path.
It looks like he turned back into a snake, and can I tell what direction he headed off in?
It seemed he headed south and then into an almost burrow around about there. And you on the underside of this building, it seems like I'll quickly draw it. He went like wee, and then into this small snake-sized hole underneath this building.
Gotcha. As far as I can tell, he went in that hole over there.
Ola, we need to drown him.
I mean, snakes can swim, bro.
Yeah, but since they have to breathe air, they'll need to come out, right?
Yeah,
They're not
I'm
mentioned
sure
on the
that
other
the
side.
entire catacombs is smaller than 30 by 30 feet.
So, what are you guys wanting to do with this Circle City? Echo.
I'd like to start search around this building.
Which building? Yeah, looking around, if you spend some time looking around these buildings, a lot of them just seem to be ruins as well, unless you want to have like a deep look into them and see if you can find anything especially secret or hidden in them. But as a general overlook of these buildings, which takes you a little while to just, walk around and check out, or constantly, I assume, on your guard for any further attacks. Yeah, you don't see anything especially prevalent. The only thing of note that you've noticed that you haven't gone into would be that tunnel and wherever that Yuan-Ti went to.
I'd say we leave the tunnel for now and head for the other temples.
Real quick, I'd like to look at the center thing. What does that look like?
Alright, well, I guess let me bring something up real quick.
This building's the only thing connected to that center building, though. The other
Yeah,
buildings are connected.
it's not properly connected, but it is right next to it. You're alright.
Yeah, like, I'm all for digging around in the underground of this place, but maybe when they don't know we're coming.
So this central building, if you go into it and look around, it takes you a bit of time, and as you're looking around, you get the feeling that this was probably the palace. This was probably where the royalty of Omu, the king and queen and their children, used to live, and you feel like that this was probably the noble area or the royal area where the people of importance lived behind this circular wall.
Okay. So general consensus is we'll leave that for later and move on to the southern cube.
Yeah.
Yeah, or double back and get the one that we missed
You missed one?
while we still have water breathing up.
Well, the one we missed, didn't they take it?
Yeah, that one was gone.
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot that we stopped at the first one before we. I forgot about the crocodile.
Yeah, no worries, man. You know, it only you didn't take the 30 damage, so I guess you forgot about the crocodile. So, yeah.
So let's just double time it down to that other the southern entrance.
All right, so you guys are heading over there to that shrine, and we'll probably pick this up next time as we're nearing the end of the session. But I will say that out of nowhere, nearly everybody gets, starts to get like a bit of a sore throat and a bit of a cough, and everybody starts to feel not great. Except Corridon. Corridon, you feel fine. You have no idea what's going on with everybody.
Don't know what's wrong with you.
And you guess getting really bad sore throats, and you're finding it like breathing becomes a bit more difficult. And everybody except Corridon suddenly has one level of exhaustion. Including Chicken. I would say not including Chad. I think Chad's fine.
He's a celestial elk.
Yeah, he's fine. But yeah, you feel your throat is inflamed and you have shortness of breath. It's not great.
Where do we mark exhaustion on the sheet?
I don't know. I don't think there is an area to mark exhaustion.
Yeah, I don't see it on here.
But I'm pretty sure first level of exhaustion means disadvantage on all ability checks.
I believe that is correct.
So I will mark that everyone who isn't Paladin has exhaustion. And with that, we might bring a close to this session. I hope everybody had a good time. I hope that puzzle wasn't too boring with the bit of time spent on it. My group at home took quite a while and a bit of nudging. They eventually solved it accidentally with the tiefling casting darkness right in the center of the area, and he was also a warlock who had devil sight. And I said, "That's as good as covering people's eyes, sure." And the cube appeared, and he could see it, and so he grabbed it. It was anyway. Thank you a whole bunch for coming, guys. Thank you, Brian, Lucian. Wow, you guys have switched order. That's odd. Brian, Lucian, Sasha, Cedric, and Logan. Thank you a whole bunch for coming down. It's been DanimalDM, playing another game of Tomb of Annihilation. You can catch these guys, hopefully, next week. It was good having everybody back for a full session. It was nice. You can catch Lucian, Sasha, and Logan on Mondays for you guys, Tuesdays for me, doing some of their Seeking Revenar, which I was a part of, but time constraints are horrible. And you can catch Lucian as well on Saturday morning D&D show and everything at Sir Lucian, I believe. And unless there's anything anybody wants to bring up, we'll call it a close, guys. Good session.
That was fun.
Yeah, so
It was good.
Yeah, that was great.
you got to hunt down those red wizards. They've got one of the cubes by the look of it. Oh, not good.
Yes, they do.
Alright, guys. Thanks a bunch.
Have a good
We'll
night,
see you
guys.
this time next week. Later.
Night all.
See you guys.